You hear that? Not thunder, that's rotor thump. Two fresh AH-64E Apaches just rolled off Boeing's line and into the Australian Army. New sharks in warm water. Listen, the Indo Pacific isn't a postcard anymore. It's a chessboard soaked in diesel. You've got swarms of cheap drones, fast attack boats playing chicken with warships, and propaganda brigades calling it peaceful development. Cute. Today's twist: this isn't about throwing billion-dollar jets at mosquito problems. The AH-64E V6, emphasis on V6, is a knife fighter with a PhD. It teams with drones, talks to ships and F-35s, and turns $27,000 rockets into career-ending moments for cocky patrol boats. And the irony? Australia dumped its temperamental Eurocat, the Tiger, for a 1980s American airframe that just keeps killing. Because while everyone sold futuristic, the Apache quietly learned the internet. Two technologies flipped the table: manned-unmanned teaming, MUM-T, and low-cost precision, like APKWS. One makes you omniscient, the other makes you economical. Together, they're rude, lethal, and very affordable to keep in the air day after day. Today, we're going to see how brains are beating budget and why those first two Apaches matter way beyond a ribbon-gutting photo. Here's the tactical headache. The enemies of order don't play fair. They don't need carriers, they need chaos. A $20,000 drone can harass a $3 billion ship. A cigarette boat with a radio can tie up a destroyer for 36 hours. The old answer? Fire $1 million missile at a lawnmower. That's like rolling out a tank to chase a rat. Loud, costly, and you end up smashing your own basement in the process. And then 10 more rats show up. Air power? Sure. But the sortie cost of a jet isn't something you want to burn chasing jet skis. You waste hours, cash, and the precious lifespan of your aircraft just to swat gnats. Meanwhile, the real predators, subs, long-range missiles, sit back and grin. Australia learned this the hard way. If your attack helicopter can't wake up, you don't have an attack helicopter. The Tiger ARH looked great on posters, but spent most of its time brooding in the hangar. Availability is a strategy, or a scandal. Enter a region where islands become traps, straits become funnels, and every fishing boat might live stream your latitude to people with missiles. What you need is a hunter on call, comfortable at wave-top level, plugged into everything, and cheap to feed. Here's the cheat code. The AH-64E V6 isn't just a helicopter. It's an Ethernet port with teeth. MUM-T, manned-unmanned teaming, lets the Apache see through the eyes of drones, steer them, direct their sensors, and get targeting without exposing itself. Link 16? On it. Blue Force Tracker? On it. The Longbow radar, upgraded with modes for small targets, messy weather, littorals, the kind of places boats hide and drones play possum. The Apache sits behind the tree line or over the surf and still knows who needs a funeral. Picture this kill web. An Army UAS spots fast boats threading a reef. A Navy UAV confirms IDs. An E-model Apache 10 kilometers inland gets a clean track via link, pushes a cursor, and now its sensor turret is staring at the right speck in the right wave. No dramatic flyby, no heroics, just networked homicide. That's what Australia bought with those first two birds reported delivered by Boeing into Army hands. Not just rotors and rockets, a node, a nasty one. A node that takes any sensor's whisper and turns it into a firing solution. It's reliable, it's boring in all the right ways, and it doesn't make your logistics officers cry. That's power. The kind your enemy can't film for TikTok because it arrives from angles they never saw. Let's talk humiliation economics. You don't waste a JAGM on a speedboat. You send the 27K APKWS, a 70mm rocket with a laser brain. Same launcher, same rails, now with surgical manners. It's the cheap date that ruins expensive evenings. Step up the threat, Hellfire lives here. JAGM is arriving as the smarter heir.
better seekers, nastier weather performance. The 30mm chain gun is still the Cold War's favorite accountant, balancing ledgers with HE rounds at 625 RPM. Irony time. Australia ditched a finicky, advanced European cat for a machine whose lineage screams 1980s, then bolted on modern sensors and a network, and now it's the 80s kid doing graduate school, while the new kids skip class. Even richer, a lot of the hardware this bird was born to kill traces back to Soviet designs and their spiritual descendants. Old doctrine meets older helicopter, except the helicopter kept evolving. The doctrine didn't. This isn't just defense. It's vengeance by spreadsheet. Force the other side to spend big to counterattacks you mount cheap, quiet, and often.
Let's widen the aperture. Every time a Western ally fields a platform that's reliable, interoperable, and cost-smart per shot, an authoritarian narrative dies a little. The myth of the unstoppable block, the unsinkable militia swarm, the invincible A2AD bubble all erode under 1,000 cheap cuts. The Apache isn't a silver bullet. It's a silver network connector. It plugs Australia tighter into the Allied kill web. F-35s feeding tracks, Wedgetail piping plots, drones painting targets, ships listening. That undermines any "we can overwhelm them with numbers" fantasy. Propaganda loves single points of failure. One platform, one missile, one moment. Reality is a mesh, and mesh beats monologue. So when Boeing drops the first 2 AH-64Es for Australia, with more to follow, it's not a parade item, it's a statement. The era of theatrical, fragile hardware is over. The era of dependable killers that make cheap ammo act expensive on impact, very much on. To the folks betting on swarms and headlines, enjoy the press while it lasts. The ledger always wins, and this ledger bleeds you by the minute.
Here's the contrast in one breath. Budget versus brains, theater versus throughput, temperamental showpiece versus boring killer. Australia traded posters for performance, and the Indo Pacific just got 2 new night shift managers. Now, I want your take. Should Australia push the Apache to sea, deck ops off the LHDs for littoral standoff, pair them tighter with Army and Navy drones for 24/7 reef denial, or keep them as inland ambush predators feeding kill chains to jets and ships? Drop your battle plan in the comments. If it's smart and evil, it might just make the cut. And hey, don't be a cheap bastard like that senator whose name starts with J and ends with Price. Smash that like button, subscribe, or keep fumbling like a politician trying to fact-check their own press release. Your call. This is Military Forces Unleashed, where we don't worship hardware, we humiliate it until it earns its keep. See you in the next raid.